Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet a man who helps business owners get more of what they want out of their business and live a better life. His journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
I am a proud member of EO Dallas. You hear me talk about it all the time on this show. It's Entrepreneurs Organization, a global organization of business owners. And a new friend, a member of EO for several years now, Castillo. He is a certified EOS implementer and a fellow EOer. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, so everybody in my forum talks about EOS, but I have to confess, I don't really understand it. What is EOS?
So EOS is the entrepreneurial operating system from the book Traction. And Gino Wickman wrote the book 15 years ago. We just celebrated our 15th year anniversary last year. And what it does, it's a system to run your business on. And you put together tools that we teach business owners and their teams of how to simplify their business, get clarity of where they want to go and how they're going to get there, and start driving accountability. So they realize that their people are executing on their business every single day in the right way. And it just clarifies and simplifies how they run a business.
So like a good mechanic can sometimes know exactly what's wrong with the car as it pulls into the dealership. Are you able to pretty much pinpoint here are some problem areas because you see them all the time?
Yes, with a lot of experience. And typically I have a conversation with the leader or the owner or the partner about their business. I ask them, how's your business going? What's working and what's not? And they will tell me everything when you build a good rapport and build some trust about what's going on in their business. And then I ask them, what do you want from your business? And once we create that gap, we can start thinking, I might be able to help this team if they're ready to get help. Not everybody does, but we try to work with entrepreneurs and their teams just because there's a lot of suffering out there. A lot of entrepreneurs feel like they're alone on an island running a business, all that responsibility of keeping people employed and all those things. And as you know, in EO, we talk about that too.
Sure.
We want them to know there are tools out there to keep things simple so they don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. And we get everybody else involved in the team so they're not doing all the heavy lifting.
Sure. I want to pull up the global website and talk about how it supports your business because you could be a consultant on your own, but having the support of a global organization like this is important, I would hope.
Oh, yes. And we've actually done, EOS Worldwide has been doing a great job the last couple of years of really focusing on our marketing and clarifying the message of what EOS is and what it is not. There was a lot of confusion out there for years of people implementing EOS or people using EOS tools here and there. And now we're really being very focused on what we do. These are everything we do for the client. And then this is who we are not. So they're crystal clear on that. And I still have conversations every day of what is EOS because people have not heard about it.
And I found a great overview video. Let's go ahead and roll that.
If you've hit a wall and your business has hit a ceiling, help is on the way. Tens of thousands of business leaders like you, with 10 to 250 employees, have achieved rapid growth and a more balanced life by running on the entrepreneurial operating system. EOS isn't a computer operating system, it's a people operating system that harnesses human energy through a simple set of tools and principles. You didn't become an entrepreneur to feel burned out or stuck in place. EOS gets you unstuck by by organizing the hundreds of challenges you face every day and making them more manageable. You're able to solve issues before they become problems, get the right people in the right seats, make meetings so productive that you actually look forward to them, and build a culture of accountability. When you run on EOS, everyone is working toward the same goal. Your business runs more smoothly and profitably. You break through the ceiling to achieve growth, and you simply enjoy life more. Get started today at eosworldwide.com.
So tell me one of your favorite stories of a client you've helped.
Well, I had a client that I've known in EO, and they came to me after about a couple of years of self-implementing EOS, which means they've read the book, they used the free tools, and they were trying to use this system in their business. So we had a great conversation about how I can help them, and we ended up working together after meeting him and his wife, and just had a real good conversation of where they were and what they weren't getting from their business. And about a year in, we had lunch, and he was telling me that he wished he would have started this earlier because he needed to stay focused in what he does well in the business and let me do what I do well for his business. So that's the happy ending on that. And the good news is we do provide free tools so people can use a tool and see if it'll make a difference in the business, help me give them clarity. And then if they need more or want to go faster in this journey, that's where I come in and help.
Absolutely. Well, you remind me of the story of the baker who was good at baking donuts, and then he starts to build multiple locations, and now he's driving himself crazy because all he really wanted to do was make donuts. Mm-hmm. And now he's managing people and payroll, and I mean, you must run into that a lot.
Yes, and a lot of times their success and their growth is also their downfall. Like they grow broke because there's opportunity, they're making money. The problem is their system is not repeatable, it's not scalable. People that they're hiring come in and do a job, but they're not really sure the job they're supposed to be doing, or they just keep giving them more work to do. So there's lack of clarity of why are we here, what are we doing, and where are we going with this? And how do we measure our success? What does a good week look like? And a lot of companies it's either about the dollar or about closing a deal, whatever it is, and they don't really build it to last. That's part of the problem. Or people leave and then they get pulled back into the business, and then their stress goes up. They're working 7 days a week again. They thought they were done with this. And what happens, once that is exposed, they realize they never wrote anything down. They were really the roadblock in this whole process. And once we get that clarified and allow them to expand their knowledge and write it down, they really can help their team do what they need to do consistently in the right way and allow the leader to be the leader and build the business and let the people execute on the business.
Let's talk about your coaching style, because if I'm watching this right now, even if I know I might need you, I'm still a fragile ego, and I don't want anybody to tell me my baby's ugly. So what's your coaching style?
So I like to really get everything out in the open for my clients. And I tell them right up front that I really need them to be open and honest, because I'm going to be open and honest with them if they allow me to, but I need them to be open and honest with themselves as well as their team. Because what happens, magic happens when they can actually start having conversation and building trust among the team members, because a lot of times there is no trust, or the trust is very low. So without building trust and saying, it's okay that you feel this way, let's talk about that. And a lot of times just writing it on the board as I'm hearing it from their conversations, like, what's that, Mike? I heard you say this, is that correct? How long has this been going on? And then conversation comes up, and it allows them to be open and honest and really start growing as a team. And every year we actually do team health, where we talk about our personal stuff that's holding us back in the business and how we can get better and the commitments we make to each other as a team. And I participate with them as well. So that's the best part, is seeing them grow, not only as a business and like fix what's wrong in the business and make them happier, but also see them grow as a leader.
Wow. Congratulations on your success. We're going to end with the website, which is eosworldwide.com, the great Chris Castillo. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.